Oh, I'm on private property? My first time posting here. I used to work for a supermarket chain, and quite often I'd be asked by management to work at other locations. Most of the time, this wasn't a big deal. I was happy to help out. It gave me an excuse to drive and have the petrol paid for. However, one day I was asked to work at a location very far away at a very early hour of the morning. I initially refused on the grounds that I would have to wake up at around 2 a.m. in order to have a shower, breakfast, and drive to be on site for 5 a.m. After some arm bending from management, I finally relented and begrudgingly agreed I would do it. Due to the drive not taking nearly as long as I initially expected, I arrived on location at about 4:30 a.m. I waited in my car with the music playing. At 4:50 a.m. I get a loud knock on the car window, nearly making me jump out of my skin. It was the manager for that store, who, never seeing me before, did not know who I was. The conversation went as follows. Manager, you need to leave. This is private property. Me. Oh. BU. Manager. Interrupting. I don't care. Go. Now. Me. Quickly realizing I can play this to my advantage. Quote. Oh. I'm sorry. Sir. I don't want any problems, of course. I'll go. Right away. Sorry. And as per his request, I drove home with a smile on my face, knowing that I have the rest of the day free to myself. A few hours later I get a phone call. I answer the unrecognized number, and I recognize the voice immediately. It was the manager who told me to leave. Manager. Hello. I'm looking for my name. Quote. Me. Hi. Yeah, that's me. Manager. This is manager name. Calling from location. I was expecting you to work with me today. You should have been here for 5 a.m. Me. Trying to sound casual. Yeah, I was there waiting in my car. You told me to leave. Remember? Manager. But you didn't say me. Interrupting. There are no ifs or buts. I was on private property and was asked to leave. I was legally obliged to do so. Manager. Right. But don't you think, me? Interrupting. It doesn't matter what I thought. I was asked to leave private property. I'm not going to break the law and risk getting in trouble with the police. It was at this point he hung up on me. I expected to get in trouble for what had happened, but I never heard anything more about it. This was a few years back now too. It's one of my favorite stories to tell. I hope you enjoyed it. Hey, I like that you added insult to injury by interrupting him like he did to you. Laughing face. Nice one. So you expect someone you don't know at 5 a.m. and see someone at 4:50 and threaten the police? Manager is very smart. Big brain. What real fallout could you deal with? I can see it now. MGR. Op didn't come in for their scheduled shift at 5 a.m. Op. I was told I was trespassing on private and needed to leave. So I did. If MGR was too dense not to start the conversation with something so ridiculous as "Can I help you?" then they get what they deserve. Both of you understood trespassing being in a business where you have to exercise it occasionally, and both of you chose to abuse it that day. Perfect symmetry. Did you get paid for the whole day? For my work as a mobile IT tech, we sometimes get refused access to site. They are then billed for the visit. I'm only too happy to not fix their problem and have them pay for it. We have had customers call police on our techs as well. He learned a lesson that day. To be honest, it would have been as funny if not more funny if you refused to leave and he called the cops on you for trespassing. Added bonus: if you keep quiet and actually get served a notice of trespass, you don't ever have to work at that location ever again.
I love it.
Oh, this was so satisfying to read. Petrol, and, favorite. Which side of the pond do you live on? I worked for a not-for-profit. I was sent to sites to electrical test and tag, i.e. test all of your electrical appliances from your kitchen kettle to your POS machines. It's a legal requirement. I worked the main area and went to 5 different sites every 6 months. I was always early so the sales area could be done before customers arrived. One time an early volunteer showed up and tried to call police on me for being in the car park and loitering. Note: volunteers in these shops where I am think they own them and they are always right. They argue about every change. So long story short, she had a lamp over her sorting area. It failed its test. I had to cut its cord.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.